Is LifeLock a scam? This is a question I get on a regular basis, and my answer to it is always no. LifeLock is not a scam. The follow-up question then is LifeLock legit? And my answer to that is also no. LifeLock is not particularly legit. It is not a very good product in 2023, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining a number of reasons why, if you are considering LifeLock for identity theft protection, you should probably look elsewhere. Hey everybody, I'm Brandon, this is Home Security Heroes. In this video, we will be quickly dissecting LifeLock, and I'll be explaining exactly where it is a decent product and where it seriously suffers. If you've watched any video on this channel before, or even just this intro, you already know I'm not a fan of LifeLock. There are other products like Aura that I greatly prefer to the LifeLock product, and if you want to check them out, click the link in the video description below. You are sure to find some savings. Now, has LifeLock always been a bad product? No, they were actually the first identity theft protection service on the market, so I give them a lot of credit for being an early entrant to this now relatively crowded space. They did offer what was at the time innovative solution for identity theft protection, but they ended up having to pay over $100 million to the US government for fraudulent advertising. They were acquired by tech giant Norton, and over the past 5 to 8 years, the quality of the product has diminished greatly, while competitors like Aura have upped their game and created frankly better products than what LifeLock currently offers. So what specifically is bad with the LifeLock product? Let's start with customer support. You are watching this video because you are considering an identity theft protection product, and I'll tell you that one of the most important features of any good identity theft protection service is going to be whether they offer 24/7 support, whether that support is based in the US, and how competent and qualified the professionals offering that support are. In the case of LifeLock, they're offshored, so if you are a LifeLock customer and your identity is breached, yes, in theory, you are going to have 24/7 support, but in my experience, after countless calls to LifeLock to resolve various issues and just to test their overall call service capacity, I have been greatly underwhelmed. We grade their customer support very poorly at Home Security Heroes because there are long wait times, sometimes of 30 minutes or more. The professionals are offshored, and they're not necessarily identity theft resolution specialists. In other words, when we've called with, again, various issues, ranging from phishing attempts to just asking some general questions about the LifeLock product, we have found that the people on the other end of the line at LifeLock are not particularly helpful. Friendly, yes, but pros, not necessarily. And that's just a stark contrast to companies like Aura, Identity Guard, ID Shield, Identity Force, all of whom have highly competent, capable teams of professionals available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you want to check out the 24/7 concierge support available from a company like Aura, again, go ahead and check the link in the video description below. You'll find more info. The next reason I don't consider LifeLock to be a legit identity theft protection service is because their dark web alerts are seriously lacking. First, what is a dark web alert? This is an alert that you get when some personally identifying information about you, so maybe an email address, a home address, in the worst case, a social security number, password for a commonly used website, has been leaked on what is commonly called the dark web. You want a monitoring software that scans the dark web and notifies you in real time when these breaches occur. A lot of softwares promise to do this, LifeLock included, but not all of them do it well, and in fact, LifeLock does it really poorly. We have tested dark web alerts repeatedly across all of the major identity theft protection services out there, and as you can see on the screen, LifeLock has performed the worst. The simple fact that LifeLock returned only one unique dark web alert, while companies like Aura returned 15 with the same set of email addresses input, is yet another reason that I just don't like LifeLock. Another area where LifeLock falls short is in their insurance policy, which is capped at $1 million of insurance total. That's a contrast to, again, companies like Aura, which offer up to $5 million in their insurance policy, $1 million per adult on the plan, up to 5. Credit monitoring is the one area where if you ask me, is LifeLock legit? I could say yes. Their credit monitoring is actually pretty good. LifeLock, like most of its competitors out there, is going to give you your Vantage score. So if you're looking for your FICO score, you'll want to look elsewhere. LifeLock's credit monitoring is actually pretty decent. While the LifeLock product dashboard is a little bit dated, it does display all of the information you would need to know about your credit score. And keep in mind that LifeLock, along with all the other major identity theft protection services out there, is going to give you your blended Vantage score, which is a combination of your credit score from the main 3 credit bureaus as opposed to a FICO score. So if you want to get your FICO score, go ahead, click the link in the video description below to freecreditreport.com, and that's where you can pull up your FICO score for free. LifeLock doesn't use FICO, they use Vantage. And here are a few more features in LifeLock's credit monitoring section that are actually pretty decent. First, you can lock your credit file at TransUnion directly from the LifeLock dashboard, which is definitely a convenient feature that they offer. You also have the option of a bank security freeze via check systems, as well as a utility security freeze via NCTUE, which stands for the National Consumer Telecom and Utilities Exchange. I don't recommend you get LifeLock, I go with Aura, but if you were to get LifeLock, LifeLock, you would be getting it for its credit monitoring capabilities, which are actually pretty good. Okay, so that was the brief part of the video where we talk about the good of LifeLock. Now we're gonna go back to the bad, because indeed, unfortunately, until you improve your product, LifeLock, there is a lot of bad that we're gonna keep harping on. And the next thing that I don't like about LifeLock is their pricing. You'll see on the screen here, the current prices for LifeLock, and there are a few things I don't like about them. First, yes, you are going to get a discount applied. If you click the link in the video description below, you will get up to, what's the max, 31% off of a LifeLock package. But unfortunately, that first year discount does not carry over to year 2. So you're gonna have a pretty steep price hike as renewal comes due in that second year. Another thing that irks me about LifeLock's pricing and plan structure is that in order to unlock all of LifeLock's features, you have to go with their most expensive Ultimate Plus plan. So if you want 3 bureau credit monitoring, you don't get that in the standard, you don't get that in the Advantage plan. You're gonna have to pay a minimum of $20 a month for the Ultimate Plus in order to get monitoring at all 3 of the main credit bureaus. And this is just annoying. I really prefer the simplicity of a package like Aura, where you get the same features on every one of their 3 plans. With identity theft protection from Aura, you are going to get the same set of features regardless of the plan that you pay for. Additionally, with Aura, you are going to pay the same price in year 2, in year 3, and year 4 that you pay in year 1. There's no change. And the last thing that I don't like about LifeLock's pricing is, frankly, it's a little bit on the expensive side when compared with Aura, Identity Guard, even Costco Complete ID. These are services that give you good to exceptional identity theft protection at sometimes less than $10 a month. Again, go ahead, check the video description below for any discounts that we have available at the time of this video. And the last thing that I really don't like about LifeLock, and the reason that I wouldn't consider them to be legit necessarily, is their marketing practices. They have improved, they have made some changes since a $100 million settlement to the Federal Trade Commission in the US about 10 years ago. But the fact that they paid over $100 million for deceptive and fraudulent advertising just doesn't sit well with me. And I honestly haven't trusted LifeLock as a company since. Can they change? Absolutely. Are they working on the product? I assume so. LifeLock has this incredible brand recognition, and honestly, it's painful to see them squander it with a suboptimal product. But the reality is that there are so many better identity theft protection services on the market today. Check the links in the video description. We're going to have a list of the ones that we recommend, starting with Aura. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's that no, LifeLock is not a scam. Yes, there is a service that they are providing, but it's not a particularly good one. So if you're considering identity theft protection services, consider something other than LifeLock. If you want to learn more about Aura and why we recommend it here at Home Security Heroes, go ahead, keep watching, and that video is going to autoplay next. I'm Brandon, this is Home Security Heroes, and until next time, thank you.